Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and today we're going to be doing another replay from the 1978 Major League Baseball season using Inside Pitch Baseball. And this is going to be an exhibition game. We had a request from RedsoxFan to play some San Francisco against LA Dodgers. So we're going to be playing an exhibition game since I didn't have one coming up on the schedule immediately, so I decided just to try doing a exhibition game, which I haven't done before with Inside Pitch, so that's cool. So I get to try out that, do all the lineups, and I picked all the lineups based upon the players that played the most games at their position there. Not necessarily the best, although many of them were, as you'll notice most of the names on here, but I went by games played as far as who I picked. Now the pitchers I did a little more selectively. I kind of went by records and who had like the best records during the season. So and had the most name recognition, so we could get some good matchups here. So it'll be Don Sutton pitching for the LA Dodgers against Vida Blue for the San Francisco Giants there. Now, for the Dodgers, I almost picked Tommy John, but I decided to go with Don Sutton because he's more the face of, I think, the Dodgers there overall. So anyway, so these are the lineups. So facing Vida Blue, who had a record of 18-10 on the season with an ERA of 2.79, 258 innings pitched, 233 hits, 171 Ks, 66 walks, will be Davey Lopes batting first and playing second base. Bill Russell, the shortstop, batting second. Reggie Smith batting third and playing right field. Steve Garvey batting cleanup and playing first base. Rick Monday, the center fielder, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Dusty Baker, left fielder. Batting seventh, Leon Lacy, the third baseman. Batting eighth and catching, Joe Ferguson. And on the mound and batting ninth, Don Sutton. So don't go by these are the replay stats I've had so far this year, but these are his actual stats on the year. 278 with 17 homers and 58 RBIs. So let's get the game started. And I'm playing without any sound, purposely. So 6-4 would be an error, possible error on the ground ball. And 4-1, so a leadoff single here for Davey Lopes. And here's your outfield for the San Francisco Giants behind Vida Blue. Whitfield, Herndon, and Clark in the outfield. Herndon and Clark have average range. Whitfield slightly below average. And error-wise, they're pretty good. They won't commit a lot of errors. In the infield, Darrell Evans is above average. It's superior, I guess. He has a 5. Metzger is a liability there at 1. Matlock is a 3. And Willie McCovey, in his advanced age there, is only a 1. And behind the plate, Hill is a 4. So let's see. Error wise, they're not going to commit a ton of errors. Evans will commit a share. McCovey, up the middle, not so bad though with the 7s there. And Hill with us also a 7. Vida Blue is average in range. Overall, they are exactly average. I think they even out to be average. So, all right. So, Davey Lopes is on first now, and looks like they're going to try to sacrifice right away. I'm just going to let the computer pick the events, unless it's something really bizarre. But Bill Russell is a very good bunter, so I think we're going to go with that. Try to get an early run on the board here. So Bill Russell is 286 batter with 3 homers and 46 RBIs. And successful sacrifice bunt. So Lopes moves up to second. And Reggie Smith will be up now. Hitting 295 hitter with 29 homers and 93 RBIs. And we're going to try to pick him off. Oh. 3-6. So it's going to be a strikeout. So 2 down now for Steve Garvey. 316 hitter with 21 homers and 113 RBIs. He has a runner in scoring position. And it's a ground ball to short, and that'll retire the side. Alright, for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Don Sutton will be on the mound, 15-11 with a 3.55 ERA. 238 innings pitched, 228 hits allowed, 154 strikeouts, and 47 walks. For the San Francisco Giants, it'll be Bill Madlock leading off and playing second base. Larry Herndon, the center fielder, bats second. Batting third will be the third baseman, Darrell Evans. Batting fourth will be the right fielder, Jack Clark. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, William McCovey. Batting sixth will be Terry Whitfield, playing left field. Batting seventh will be the catcher, Mark Hill. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Roger Metzger. And on the mound and pitching, batting ninth, Vida Blue. So Bill Matlock will be up first. He's a 309 hitter with 15 homers and 44 RBIs, 16 stolen bases. So here's the windup. And the pitch, 6-4. Oops, 6-4. Possible error on the check on the ground ball here. And it's like he's going to have himself a double. So let's see. Larry Herndon. They're going to have him, Larry Herndon, bunt. Very good bunter. Try to get that lead run over the third with less than 2 out. Larry Herndon's a 259 hitter with a homer and 32 runs batted in. And his bunt is also successful. So move Matlock over the third with 1 out. Darrell Evans up now. 243 hitter with 20 homers and 78 runs batted in. And it looks like he's going to have himself a double. That'll score Madlock. And the Giants take a 1-0 lead. Jack Clark up now, 306 hitter with 25 homers and 98 RBIs. Evans leads off the bag. Range play, ballpark range play. And Rick Monday is only a 1 range, is unable to field it. And Evans comes home to score. The second run for the Giants. So let's look at the Dodgers defensively. In the outfield, they're slightly below average there. Rick Monday's only a 1. Baker and Smith are both average. Although they won't commit a lot of errors. Other than Smith's a little bit of a liability out there error-wise. In the infield, looks like they're slightly above average. Russell's a 4 and all the rest are 3s. Yeah, it seems a little low for Garvey. I don't know. Lacey's somewhat of a liability error-wise. And Russell also. Lopes will commit a few errors. Garvey's pretty good. Sutton's average fielder does not commit any errors though, and Ferguson's above average behind the plate with small amount of errors. Overall, they're going to be it's like slightly above average, not much, like 1 or 2 above average. Alright, so 1 out, and William McCovey will come to the plate with the runner in scoring position. Already up 2-0. McCovey hit just .228 on the season with 12 homers and 64 RBIs. And he's going to pop out the first. 2 down. Terry Whitfield up now. .289 hitter with 10 homers and 32 runs batted in. And looks like it's going to be a fly ball to the right fielder, and that'll retire the side. The Giants push across 2, and after 1, they lead 2-0. All right, Rick Monday will come up now. He's a .254 hitter with 19 homers and 57 runs batted in. And he'll strike out. Number 6 hitter Dusty Baker up now. Hitting .262 with 11 homers and 66 runs batted in. The current manager of the Washington Nationals. I'm also doing a replay of their 2016 season using PC Replay Baseball. I've got too many baseball games. 4-6. So check that out on my channel. Let's see. 4-6. So it's not a strikeout. It's very, very low chance of, only a 25% chance of Baker striking out there. And this is going to fly out to right, and that'll be 2 down. So Leon Lacy coming up now. .261 hitter with 13 homers and 40 runs batted in. And he strikes out, and that'll retire the side. So 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the second. Go to the bottom of the second. Giants will have Hill, Metzger, and Blue. Hill's .243 hitter with 3 homers and 36 runs batted in. And he's going to double. Oh, looks like Roger Metzger hasn't had an at-bat this year. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Roger Metzger has got his photo here. And he just hit just .246 on the season with no homers and 23 runs batted in. But he was their leading catcher with 358 at-bats. So, alright, so bottom of the second. Nobody out. Sutton winds up and pitches. And it's going to be a line out to third and no double play. Actually, there was a runner on second. Didn't even see that. Alright, Vida Blue comes up now. He is a .076 hitter. Does have a home run, though, and a couple RBIs. So, if you're not careful, he can hit one out. Range play. And it's going to be a ground ball to third, and Lacey cannot come up with it. Scoots past him into left field. Hill has to hold, being a slow runner. And Baker has a good arm out there in left field. And looks like they might try the squeeze here. You can see Bill Madlock doing a squeeze, so we'll go try it. We'll go for that. Try to get a run on the board. Try to increase the lead by 1. And he is going to walk. So he didn't even get a good pitch to hit there. Laid off him. And that will load the bases with 1 out for Larry Herndon. He walked his first time. I think did he walk or get hit by a pitch? I can't remember. He got on base regardless anyway. So bases loaded, the 1 down, bottom of the second. And looks like he's going to get a single here. So that will plate at least 1 run. Looks like a second run. Vida Blue will come around the score. Madlock will move up to third. So it's a RBI single for Herndon, and knocks in 2. And the Giants now lead 4-0. Right, Darrell Evans up to the plate now. Doubled his first time up. Knocked in a run also. He came around the score. And it's going to fly out to center. See if it's deep enough, to score Madlock. And it will be. So he'll come in on a sacrifice fly to make it 5-0. So Jack Clark will come up now. He doubled and knocked in a run his first time up. See what he can do now. See if and he's going to double. So he'll double, and it looks like Monday is going to throw out Herndon trying to come around the score. And that will end the inning. But the Giants plate 3, and after 2 full, take a 5-0 lead. The Giants will have Ferguson, Sutton, and Lopes up here in the top of the third. Ferguson is a .224 hitter with 14 homers and 50 runs batted in. Gets the start over Steve Yeager, who was hitting below the Mendoza line. And Ferguson actually had more at-bats than Yeager did anyway. Thankfully, I wouldn't want to start a catcher who's hitting under 200. 3-2. And range play at Candlestick Park. And ground out to second. And looks like Matlock can't come up with it. It's going to scoot into right field. And Ferguson will have himself a leadoff single here in the top of the third. All right, Don Sutton up now. Like he's just going to swing away. He's a .083 hitter. Yeah, they're down 5. Bunting won't do them much good. Hopefully they can stay out of the double play here. And he strikes out. At least he didn't hit into the double play. Let's see. Davey Lopes up now. 1 for 1. 3-6. And he's going to fly out to left. So 2 down now for Bill Russell. Reached his first time up. I think his was a walk. Actually, no, it couldn't have been a walk. He didn't walk anybody, so it must have been hit by a pitch. So I think he's hit 2 guys. Is that right? 2 hit by pitches. No. Oh, they must have been sacrifices. I think one of them was a... Was it a sacrifice? I can't recall. So who is it set up? Bill Russell? I think he did bunt, though. Yeah, he did bunt his first time up. That's right. That's why it's 0 for 0. So I think both those guys bunted. That makes a lot of sense. I forgot that. Yeah, Herndon and Russell both bunted. That's right. So, okay, so 3-1. So fly out to right, and that'll end the inning. So the Dodgers cannot do any damage. So, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And 1 left on. William McCovey up now. Hitting 260. Oh, no. Actually, he's 0 for 1. We already did the batting averages. 1-3. It'd be nice, too, that if you did do these exhibition games, if it cleared the stats for the season, so you don't have the regular season stats. But the program they use for this isn't very that great, so it doesn't have a lot of features to it, I don't think. Either that or it wasn't programmed correctly. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but I do know it does have errors in there are errors in it. So, but I think the program itself is probably pretty limited. So 1-3. Range play. So William McCovey hits a range play at Candlestick Park here. And he's going to fly out to... 3-1. Oh, that should have been that, yeah. I clicked the wrong thing. 5-3. So he will fly out to center, but Monday he's got poor range. Cannot get to this one also. He's definitely been a liability in this game so far. So that defense up the middle makes a difference in inside pitch, just like it does in Stratomatic. So I do like that about the game. How they do the range checks and everything. I think that's a good important part of the game. Some games leave it out. Some games are pretty weak as far as the individual defense goes. But this is not one of them. Alrighty, so head to the bottom of the 3rd. Giants will have Whitfield, Hill, and Metzger. Already up 5-0. See if Sutton needs a shutdown inning. And strikes him out, so a good start for Sutton. See if he can get himself back under control here. And he's going to fly out to right. So 2 up and 2 down. Metzger up now, 0 for 1. And he's going to ground out to second and a 1-2-3 inning. So Sutton gets his shutdown inning there. Hopefully the Dodgers can do something now to come back in this game. Reggie Smith will lead it off, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's a switch hitter, so he's batting righty. And he's going to single. No? Is he batting righty? I thought he was batting... Oh, righty pitcher. That was against the righty pitcher. That's right. All right, Steve Garvey up now, 0 for 1. And possible error here. And it's a single and an error on Evans. So he'll be a 1-base error on the throw. And Garvey will move into scoring position now with 1 out. Rick Monday will be up now. See if we can atone for his lack of range out in the outfield here. He's struck out his first time up. And range check here. Let's see, 4-2. Hits at the third, and Metzger is able to come up with it. No error on the play. Not a range check, I mean error. So, let's see. He's going to look Garvey back to the bag. And he's going to throw... Who's up now? He's going to throw Monday out. So 2 down now. See if Dusty Baker can do anything. 0 for 1. And range play at Candlestick Park. Ooh, looks like we're going to have a rare play here. So, slow roller to this shortstop who possibly bobbles and possibly throws wild to first base. The first. Resolved by rolling against the shortstop error rate. First for the bobble, then for the throw. Roger Metzger bobbles the ball. Error on Roger Metzger. So, basically, it just ends up being an error. So, 1-base error. Garvey will move up to third, and Baker's on. So, Lee Lacy's coming up now. Struck out his first time up also. Ballpark. And he's going to fly out, and that'll retire the side. So the Dodgers cannot capitalize off the error. And still trail 5-0. Vida Blue will lead it off. Singled and scored a run and help his own cause. Strikes out. Matlock up now. Doubled his first time up and walked. Scored a couple runs. Doing what a leadoff hitter should do. And let's see what we got here for his... It's down here, but I realized too that I was going through the rules for inside pitch, and I was kind of questioned, like, how do you determine what the question mark is here? It's basically the question mark and then the position that it's hit to. So this is hit the center field, and it'll be right up here on his card. This is just the blow up of what's on his card. So when you play the cards in dice, you just roll a d20, and everything except for the flyout ends up being on here. So if it's not on the range here, then it's, as it shows on here, it's the flyout. And since he's not a big, well, yeah, she is a pretty big home run hitter, but just not to center field, I guess. So against right-handed pitching, he does not hit home runs. What are his stats anyway? Does have 15 homers, so he is somewhat of a home run hitter, just not to, guess not as a right-handed, not against right-handed pitching, I guess. Although he does have it here. So it just must be just not to center field. That must be it. He usually hits it. Usually more of a pull hitter. And that's what it's kind of telling me. Either that or total opposite field hitter, but probably more or less a pull hitter. So, alright, so he will fly out. And that's 2 down. So Larry Herndon up now. Doubled his first time up. Now this is the only thing too that I don't really like about this game too, is that it's gonna most likely affect my stats for the season playing a exhibition game. But it's only one game, so I really don't care. It's not that big a deal. Actually, I'm just not going to save the game, so that should take care of it there. I will just not save it. I just got to remember because I'm in a habit of saving everything. 5-4. It's a strikeout. Possible? Nope. 6-6. So it'll be a ground out to short. So Vida Blue comes back on the mound, still with a 5-0 lead. And I think we might have to, we'll see. See if Ferguson gets on here. Yeah, Sutton's not much of a hitter. I think we gotta pull him and give us as many chances as we can, at least to scrape away at that lead. Can't wait till the last minute here. So let's see. Who are we gonna pull in for Sutton? So Vida Blue is a lefty. So I think we're going to go with a righty. Let's see, we have a pinch hitter here. Pinch hitter's got some at bats anyway. Oops. Arance is on the disabled list, so he can't do that. That's why he's not playing, or else he'd be playing third base today, but he's on the disabled list. Oops, average, that's right. I think we'll go with Vic DeVille. He's got 75 games behind him, but let's just see who's got the most games here. Ron Say and Bill North. Yeah, I guess Vic DeVille is alright. He's got 75 at bats, so we'll bring him into pinch hit. He's a .312 hitter with a homer and 11 RBIs. Oh, he's a lefty, though. Whoops. Oh, well. 6'5". Doesn't always matter. You don't always have to go by the lefty-lefty or righty-righty thing. Let's see. So it looks like it's going to be a single one. Yep. So it's not always a given. You know, sometimes you can go with the lefty-lefty because obviously in this case it paid off. So Davey Lopes up now. Runner in first and 1 out. Giants need to really, Dodgers really need to chip away here. And unable to do so. Oh, DeVille is going to try to score. I guess they got to try to get something started here. And it's a 20. Wow. So he's going to be thrown out. So the Dodgers' woes continue today. So we're going to bring in a reliever. Let's see. So they're trailing. Looks like we're going to get a long reliever in here. I think we're going to bring in Bob Welch here. No, I'm not going to bring him. let's see. I think we're going to bring in, let's see, Rick Roden. Yeah, we'll bring in Rick Roden. So Rick Roden will come in. It's 10-8 on the season and 3.66 ERA. Did make a whole bunch of relief appearances, so he'll be facing Evans, Clark, and McCovey. Nope, nothing there. 6-3. Fly out to right. Jack Clark will be up now. He's going to ground out to short. So 2 down. William McCovey up now. 1 for 2. And no, he doesn't strike out. And that will retire the side. So top of the 6th. Dodgers will have Smith, Garvey, and Monday. Smith's batting right still against Vida Blue. And he's going to have himself a leadoff double. So a good start to the 6th for the Dodgers. Steve Garvey 1 for 2 on the day. He's going to ground out to 2nd. Oh, sorry. Yeah, ground out to 2nd. And Smith will move up to 3rd. So Rick Monday up now. 0 for 2. Flies out to right. See if it's deep enough to get the run in. Looks like it's going to be. Yeah. 2-2, so that'll be a sacrifice fly for Rick Monday and knocks in the first Dodger run. So they get on the board. Still got plenty of time left. No need to panic. Dusty Baker up now. 0 for 2. And he's going to walk with 2 down. So Lee Lacy up now. And so he's going to walk. So 2 runners on now. Joe Ferguson, the catcher, is going to come to the plate. He's got a little pop here. Home run would bring them within 1. Range play at Candlestick Park. Not really any home runs on this, though. Remember, it was a pretty big ballpark, so not really a pitcher-friendly, a hitter-friendly ballpark there. 4-5, with swirling winds and everything. 4-5. He's going to fly out to center. Oops, and this time the center fielder Herndon cannot get to it. So that'll score at least 1. And Lacy will out to 3rd, so the Dodgers are down 5-2 now. Dodgers definitely have the offense to come back. They won the West with a 95-67 record. Giants are 6 games behind them with an 89-73 record in 3rd place. 3 games behind the Reds. 3.5, I think, actually. 3.5, yeah. So, alright, so let's see here. I think we got a... Yeah, we got a rally going here. We got to see if we see what run, how many runs we can get. So we're going to pinch hit for the pitcher for Roden. And wow, Charlie Huff was a pretty good pitcher. 12 for 55. Hey, why not? Let's bring in Charlie Huff. You can always come in the pitch if he needs to, too. So Charlie Huff will come in the pinch hit. 333. Oh, he only had 12 at bats. Still, though, you can bring the pitcher in for a pinch hitter. Why not? I know the Atlanta Braves sometimes did that when they had Glavine and Maddox, and those guys could hit pretty well. Smoltz. So let's see. Let's see what Charlie F can do here. And he's gonna fly out. So why not? We'll bring in Charlie Huff. Charlie Huff's gonna come in the pitch. It's an exhibition game. We can bring in anybody we want to. Kind of like treat it like a spring training game. 2-5. In some respects, as far as the pitchers go. Maybe not as far as the hitters go. 1-4. And leadoff single here for Whitfield. Yeah, it's not really any warm-up rule per se in this game, so 2-5. So 1 down. Roger Metzger up now, 0 for 2. And he's going to single. Whitfield will stop at second. Vida Blue up now. Vida Blue's still got some gas in him, so we're going to let him hit. Let's see what's he got. Yeah, he's still got another inning in him, so we're going to let him. We're going to let him hit away. He's still got over 3 till he's tired, so he can still do another inning. Let's see. We're going to have Blue sacrifice here. Yeah, why not? Again, we'll pretend we're in Japan. They love to sacrifice with 1 out. That'll put another runner in scoring position, so hey, why not? If it's successful. Although Blue is not that great of a bunter, so we'll see on this one. Strikes out. So he's unable to get the bunt down. So Bill Madlock will come up now. 1 for 2 with a double and a 2 runs scored. And he'll walk. That'll load the bases. Larry Herndon. 1 for 2 with a couple of runs batted in. Chance for some more. No, does not strike out. But he flies out, and that'll retire the side. So the Giants threaten, but do not score. So the top of the order will come up with the Lopes, Russell, and Smith. Vida Blue still out there for at least another inning, possibly. And Lopes flies out. 1 down. Bill Russell up now. And he's going to ground to third, and nope, no error on the play. So ground to short. And it's 2 down. Reggie Smith up now. He's 1 for 3 with a double. No, he does not get hit by the pitch. I'm trying to think what that is. I think the hit by pitch, I can't remember. I think the hit by pitch will call for a reroll. Does it call for a reroll? I can't remember. I know anything on here will call for a reroll, because that'll be like another pitch. Yeah, I'll just call for another pitch on this one. Would make sense. He just misses him, and then so he has to throw another pitch. Because if he just misses him, he isn't going to have really a chance to hit it. At least not that much of a chance. So we'll just go with a repitch. I'll have to look into that before I actually start playing the cards and dice. So it's going to be on the batter's card. He's going to ground out the short, and that'll retire the side. So the Dodgers go 1-2-3 and still trail it 5-2. And Charlie Huff is going to come out. It's kind of nice not having to look at a box score. Kind of just playing it without restrictions here. Let's see. So who do we got coming up here? We got Evans, Clark, and McCovey. Those are all righties, I think. Can't remember. I think William McCovey might be a lefty, but I can't remember. I know at least one of those is a lefty. So I think we're going to go with, what inning is it? Bottom of the 7th, so I'll bring in Castillo. So Darrell Evans up now. He's a lefty, that's right. Oops. Cutting out part of my screen here. So, alright, 6-3. Flies out to the left. Jack Clark up now. 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles and an RBI. 5-2. Grounds out to first. And William McCovey, yeah, he's a lefty too. Okay, so 2 out of the 3 were lefties. 1-2. So it's a ballpark. And he flies out to right, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the 8th. Dodgers down by 3. And I think we're going to pull Vida Blue here. Nah, let's give him a couple more hitters. Let's see. Let's keep going. See how far we can get him. 2-4. He's going to strike out. Rick Monday up now. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Does have a sac fly though. And there we go. So now we have to get rid of him. So what do we got now? Who's coming up? Dusty Baker. He's a righty. So we are in the 8th inning. So I think we're going to bring... we'll bring in Moffitt up. I'll bring Moffitt in. So Randy Moffitt will come in. 3.31 ERA, 12 saves, 81 innings pitched, 79 hits, 52 Ks, and 20 strikeouts. Baker's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he's going to get himself a single, and he's going to stretch it into a double. So a 1-out double for a Dusty Baker. Leon Lacy coming up now. 0 for 2 with a walk. Runners on second and third now. Tying run up to the plate. And it's a rare play, a range play at Candlestick Park. He's going to fly out to the left. And oh, he's not going to be able to get it though. Whitfield does not get it. 1 run comes in. 2 runs are going to come in. And let's see, a 1 there. So roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner. He advances on the throw home. So this tying runs in scoring position now. Joe Ferguson, 2 for 3. RBIs, having a good day. I'll let Moffitt handle at least one more hitter here. 6-2. Oh, error, ground ball error possibility. And it looks like it's going to be grounded to third, so we're going to do an error check on Evans. Ooh. No error. Ooh, that was close. An 11. He needed a 9 or less. And yeah, only play is the first. Oh no, advance only on balls hit to third base. So that's a roll of 6, which it is. So that's why he advances. So 2 down now. So the tying runs at third. Castillo will be lifted for a pinch hitter. Let's see who the computer pick comes up with. Johnny Oates, the future manager of the Baltimore Orioles. 307, 75 at-bats. Sure. So Johnny Oates will be right back, making his first plate appearance of the season. All right, Johnny Oates coming in the pinch hit for the pitcher, and the Giants are going to counter with their lefty closer, Gary Lavelle. .332 ERA, 13-10. Wow, that's a lot of wins and losses for a reliever. 14 saves. Must have been both a starter and a reliever. Or maybe not. Back then it was kind of weird because I know, who was it? Bob Stanley for the Red Sox had double-digit wins, even though he was a reliever. I think in '78, something like 13-2 or 15-2 or something ridiculous like that. So it is possible. So all right, so time run at third with 2 down. See if Lavelle can slam the door shut or the Dodgers can tie it up. We'll see. 6-1 ballpark. (3-6). Looks like he's going to get him to ground out, and that'll retire the side. So Dodgers score a couple, but still trail by 1. So let's see who the Dodgers going to bring in now. Whitfield will lead it off for being a lefty. This is the top of the 9th here. Oh, bottom of the 8th. So I think they're going to bring in their closer here, Terry Forster, to try to keep it a 1-run game. Forster's ERA of 1.93, record of 5-4, 22 saves, 65 in a third innings pitch, 56 hits, 46 Ks, and 19 walks. So he'll face Whitfield, Hill, and Metzger. Field 6-4. Nope, does not strike him out. And he does fly out to center. Monday is able to get to that one. Mark Hill up now. 1 for 3 with a double. And this time he does strike out Hill. So 1 more out to get before the Giants come up in the top of the 9th. Metzger 1 for 3 on the day. Ground ball, and that will do it. So the Dodgers' last chance here. Down by a run. 1 to tie and 2 to go ahead. They have the top of their lineup, Lopes, Russell, and Smith. Lopes is 1 for 4. Possible error on a throw here. It's like a single. And he's got an advance on the throwing error by Bill Madlock. And we'll move into scoring position. So the tying run will be in scoring position with nobody out. Ugh. So Bill Russell up now. Nice steal. Ooh. He is an 18 stealer, so Lopes was known to do stuff like that. So let's see what happens. Yeah, he does swipe the bag. Risky play there, but he was sure. He is a base coach there for the can't remember what team it is now, but he's a first base coach, so he will move up when still on base, and now a pass ball or a wild pitch could get the run in. So they're gonna have to bring the infield in here. So it cuts down. Oh, makes Metzger a 0. Matlock a 1. McCovey a 0. So this definitely is. Hold on there. I think we might make a substitution here for McCovey. He's definitely a defensive liability here. Let's see who else we got. Mike Ivy. Yeah, we could bring in Mike Ivy. He's a good hitter too, so he won't hurt us that bad. In fact, he may, at this point of McCovey's career, he definitely is a better hitter, at least average-wise. See what our defense looks like now. Ooh, look at that. So that's interesting. And ooh, Ivy's not. Ivy becomes a 0 there too. That's interesting. What about Whitfield over there? Maybe we'll make a defensive replacement for Whitfield too. Left field. Nah. Well, yeah. I think we might bring in Hector Cruz there. Hector Cruz is definitely he's an upgrade. Not so much arrow-wise, but nah, you know what? He's a much better hitter than. So if we need his bat. So we'll just see what we can do here. We'll bring the infield in. So Bill Russell will lead off here. Surprised they don't go for this. Surprised they don't go for the squeeze here. Something like Lasorda would do, maybe. So here we go. Oh, doesn't strike out that much. And he's going to come through with a single, and the Dodgers tie it up here in the top of the 9th. So still nobody out. Reggie Smith will be up now. 1 for 4 with a double. Run scored. And this time he strikes out. So Lavelle's going to get himself a blown save here after coming in the 8th and shutting it down. Is not able to in the 9th. Powerful Dodgers lineup comes through. Ooh. Nope, just outside the range there. So, well, not just, but outside the range. Garvey's going to hit it short. This could be 2. But it's nope. Looks like they're just going to go to first and get the 1. So a go-ahead run is in scoring position now with 2 down. For Rick Monday, a chance to atone for his poor fielding. This will definitely be Lavelle's last batter no matter what. And he gets him. So what the Dodgers do, tie the score 5-5. So let's see what I think this was an earned run. Let's double check it here. So double. Oh, error. Wait a second here. David Lopes infield single. Error by Madluck. So a stolen base without the error may have just moved him into scoring position. But then Bill Russell singled anyway. So that'll be earned run anyway. So that run probably most likely would have scored anyway, according to this. So we will keep that an earned run. And Lavelle will definitely be pinch hit for in the bottom of the ninth. Let's see who the computer picks here. Henry Cruz. 227 hitter. We got to do better than that. Not really. Who do we got pitching here? Forster, the closer. He's a lefty, so we definitely want to bring a righty in. Cruz, yeah, we can put Cruz in though. He's got a little bit of pop too. Not that much lower than these guys. Definitely more pop. Yeah, we'll go with Cruz. Yeah, we already put that. Okay. So, alright. So, Haiti Cruz. Sorry, not Henry Cruz. 227 with 8 homers and 33 runs batted in. So, score all tied up. 1 run will win it. 3-4. Pops out to third. 1 down. Bill Madluck up now. Committed a big error. Well, was it a big error? Giants are committed 3 errors to let the Giants unfortunately though, I don't think any of them caused runs to score though. Let's see. Yeah, they all ended up being earned runs, so that they danced around 3 errors. So 4-1 ballpark here. 6-3. So it's going to ground out to short. So 2 down. Larry Herndon up now. And he strikes out. So we're going to head to extra innings. Giants going to bring in a reliever here. So looks like they have righty. So we're going to bring in, oh boy. I guess we can bring him in. We'll bring in Jim Barr. Does have a relief appearance, so he's eligible. Dusty Baker will lead off, 1 for 3 with a double. Couple runs scored. And 1 down. Lee Lacy. 1 for 3 also. Couple runs batted in. And he'll strike out. Joe Ferguson up now. 2 for 4 with an RBI. And he'll get a 2-out walk. What's Forster look like here? Yeah, he's just about done. So we will take him, lift him for a pinch hitter. We can't bring in Ron Say. I think we're going to bring in We're bringing Manny Mota. You can pinch hit. That's his old picture from the 67. I'm not going to change it. So 303. 6 RBIs. 2 down and a runner on first. Ooh. Ballpark effect here. 3, 4. And it's going to be a flyout. So, alright, so the Dodgers have to go to the pen here again. And we have a lefty, righty, righty. So, I can bring Lance here. Lance Rodson. 2.93 ERA, 2-1 record, 61 innings pitched, 61 1/3, 61 hits, 25 Ks, and 16 walks. Five, 3. Oh, possible home run here, and it's gonna be a home run. And Darrell Evans will hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th to give the Giants a 6-5 lead after they squandered a 5-0 lead. But they're able to win it in the end. So Lance Rutzman comes in and gives up a long ball to Darrell Evans. And that will end the ball game. So that was an exciting game. Some silent fireworks there for San Francisco. So remember not to save it as much as I would like to. So nope, we're not going to save it. Gotta remember that. So no, I don't want to save it. So let's check out the game stats here. So let's see, what do you got going on? It's an exciting game here. So let's see. Let's check out the stats for your winning team first. Vida Blue pitched. It's a rather interesting decimal there. 7.10 innings pitched. That's a little off there. 7 1/3 should be 7.1. That's kind of interesting. 7.10. Little typo there. 7 hits, 3 runs. 3 of them earned. 2 walks, 6 Ks. So a good outing for him overall. But yeah, Moffitt and Lavelle both coughed up runs. They haven't pitched that well this year so far in our replay. But again, this is an exhibition game, so we won't save it. Jim Barr gets the win. Coming in to pitch a scoreless inning in relief. Don Sutton had a rough start and let up 5 runs in 4 innings. Walking 2 Ks. But the Dodger bullpen, up until the extra innings, they basically Rodin, Huff, Castillo, and Forster shut them down. Let's see. Let's look at the lineups now. Larry Herndon was 1 for 4 with a couple RBIs. Darrell Evans, the big home run to win it in the bottom of the 10th. He's 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, a couple runs scored. Jack Clark was 2 for 4 with an RBI, a couple of doubles. Covey 1 for 4, Whitfield 1 for 4. So even Vida Blue had a hit, scored a run. For the Dodgers, Davey Lopes was 2 for 5 with a run scored. Bill Russell 1 for 3 with an RBI. Rick Monday 1 for 4 with an RBI, run scored. Dusty Baker 1 for 4 with a couple runs scored. Leon Lacy 1 for 4 with a couple RBIs. Joe Ferguson 2 for 4 with an RBI. So that is it. So the San Francisco Giants defeat the pennant-winning Los Angeles Dodgers. 1978 Dodgers. So that was a good game. Thanks, Al, for the request there. That was very enjoyable. Giants defense, though, didn't cost them any runs, but could have really hurt them. But it was a good game. The Giants went up 5-0. The Dodgers came roaring back and tied it late on. Let's just look at, yeah, they scored 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th to tie it. But the Giants, on a big home run by Darrell Evans, win the game. So thanks for joining me. This has been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye-bye.